Alright, y'all. Welcome. Give y'all my tutorial settings. Alright, I play realistic in the sense of where I want to land tricks, but I should be able to land tricks that aren't from a too high of a standpoint. Goddamn. Hold on, y'all. I done messed up my motion jump. Hold on, bro. I play realistic, right? Straight up. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna go through my settings first. I'm gonna explain to you why I have the settings the way they are. First setting, name tags. I have it off because I don't want to see y'all. I want to be immersed in the game. I don't need to see your name tag. I don't need to see your Twitch. I don't need to see YouTube. It's turned off. Period. Scoring ticker. I have this turned off for a couple reasons. One, immersion. I don't want to see the ticker on the bottom. But two, I know my tricks. Because I know my tricks, I don't have to worry about that. I already know. For example, the game says, "Oh, do a 360 flip 180." Cool. Just throw my little right stick. All right. D-pad on HUD. I have it hidden. Again, immersion. I don't want to see nothing. I wish I didn't even have to see. I wish I could turn off the compass on a game. Like, I wish the game would just let me play the game with just the visuals. Flicker visualizer, have it off. This is all preference to how you want to do things. So this is the radical menu, the emotes menu, all that crap. World, pedestrians, I have it on. Traffic, I have it on. Social, all this crap. I don't play with friends. I don't have friends. I might as well turn this off. I don't got people to play with. So I play solo. Boom. All right. Gameplay, streamline, classic, experience, control preset. Go with experience. If you're new to skate, go with experience. I don't care. Go with experience. Default stance, regular or goofy. So I'll show you. Goofy is this, right? Pushes with the back foot. Excuse me. He pushes with the front foot, with his back held him back. I don't know, bro. I don't know the proper terminology, bro. Right? I know enough though. Don't worry. Just know I know. And look at it here, right? His front foot is on the board now. Before it's his back foot like this, and now when it's regular, it's like this. Okay? Simple, you get it? Boom. Alright. So flicker sensitivity. I leave mine on 100. Why? Because it controls how high, not just how high your flips are, but how much they rotate. For example, let's do a slow quick flip. Look at that, nice and slow. Do a quick one, flick it harder, it goes like that. Right? So that's just all that is. That's the flicker sensitivity. If you want to be able to control your flicks and your tricks and want to kind of add a little swagger to your style of play, for example, right? I'll show you. Low pop fit into a quick one, into another quick one, slow it again, boom. You know what I mean? You can't do that if it was on 0. I have it on 100. Okay? Let's go back. Medium push, turn that off. Why? We have pump forward to pump. Holding forward to pump is it's just you hold it forward, you don't gotta worry about actually trying to pump. Medium, having it this way, maintain max speed, cool. Whatever, have it off. You won't be able to pump without that setting. If I turn this off because I notice it gets funky and wonky. All right, back to break. Just hold it back. Hold fakie stance. So I'll show you hold the fakie stance. This is a fakie stance, right? Boom. See how he's holding it? Look at his feet. Awkward position. Look at his feet. When you're in fakie like this, you're holding it. I should turn on the ticker to show you guys, but this is all fakie, right? Okay. And this is regular. So let's go back to the setting. Go back to gameplay. Alright. Hold fakie stance off. And I'm going to show you the difference. He's only going to hold a fakie stance for like a second before he resets his feet. Look, he reset his feet already. Fakie is like that, and he's going to reset his feet. Now it's not fakie. I have it held because, again, realism. I want to be able to control the way my character moves. If I don't want to be in fakie, I'll take myself out of fakie. Alright. So let's go to assist. Grind assist amount. I have it on 0. Why? Because the tricks are a lot more smoother. I'm gonna explain. The grind in here, right? In my opinion, it looks more smooth. But also, not because it looks more smooth. I like realism. I like it being hardcore. I like feeling like, damn, I actually landed that trick and worked for it myself. Having that grind assist on doesn't give that effect, in my opinion. It also makes it more poppy, and it makes it more floaty. This right here, look at that, right? Grind assist, I would have got up there. See what no grind assist, you really need to aim to see what you're doing. See what I mean? So, no grind assist, look at that. I can really control it. It really feels like you're controlling it, right? It's easy to do the splits, it's easy to do the, look at like over here with the grind assist, I feel like with the grind assist, you always get 5 O's and 50-50s a lot of times because it's just a magnetized effect. But here, you can get your crookeds. You can really get your nose grinds if you want. Let's put on the grind assist, right? Trick assist. I can't read. That said trick toggles. Grind assist amount, right? Let's turn it up to 100. Okay. Now for me, look at that. It just snaps right on. That's, you see what I mean? Like, I don't know if y'all noticing, but that's not rewarding to me. Like, I'm doing board slides and stuff, and that's fine. But that's look at that. You know, I'm easily, you know, and I'm doing that's cool and all. But if I want to do a crooked, like, you see how it popped right? Like, look at that. Look what it just did right there. Because the game is assisting you, it has to like guess what the trick you're doing. And look how he pops right there for a second, right? Look at that, look at that. You see that little like, you see that little pop right there? That's why I turned off grind assist. I don't like it. Turn it off. Gameplay. Assist. Turn to 0. If you do need a little help, put it between 5 and 15. I leave it on 0. Vert pump assist, 0. I like controlling it. Fall height 2. Let me explain why I have it on 2. There are a lot of skaters out here who can land incredible heights, right? If you want to play realism and like feel like you're doing role play, and you want your character to build up, put it on 0. But I'm gonna explain why I have it on 2, right? Let's just look at this distance, right? This is a fairly high jump, right? But there are people for sure who can make this jump. You get what I'm saying? And let's just set a marker. I should just put it on 1 if you really want some realism. But, right, 2 lets you land stuff like that. And to me, I want to keep going. And when I'm playing a game, I shouldn't be falling all the time. I shouldn't be falling from basic jumps, right? I understand now it is realistic for somebody to fall, right? They may not make it a first attempt, but there's people out there that will make that first attempt, second attempt, whatever. So let's go back to assist. And let's turn the fall height on 0. 0 is very unrealistic, in my opinion. Why? Oh, wait, I actually landed it. Okay. You normally don't land that on 0. I don't know why I landed it there. But some of the land heights on 0 are absolutely absurd. And I'm good on it. You know, I should be able to land some of this stuff. Maybe I'll put in a clip of like things I should have landed that I didn't land. But for example, if I land things sketchy, right? I'll show you what I mean. I have to turn on this setting back on for y'all. Scoring ticket, right? So if you land sketchy, right? Like this, you're gonna fall for certain heights if you don't land clean. So if you land it clean like this, you're not gonna fall. But sometimes what happens is if you land it clean, right, because the height is just so considered high for the game at that level, you will fall. And to me, rank 1 is the best in terms of like semi-realistic, but realistic. But I think number 2 is fine if you just feel like you want to just land all the time. But when I say all the time, you don't land everything, you still fall, but you fall from more like higher heights. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. Let's go back here. I forgot the setting I had on. I'll figure it out. Figure it out after this. It doesn't matter. So let's go through these settings here and went through all this. Minimum pop height. You want to be able to control how high your board goes, right? Look how low it is, and then look how much when I raise it up. That's minimum pop height. So if you want to just control your tricks to look low, you know, some low pops like that, keep that set in there. Keep that on 0. I like that. I feel like I'm way more in control of the board when I have it like that. Flip trick, catch assist, you can have that on if you want. All this stuff I have off. It doesn't. Only things I have on is the auto caveman and the pop. Auto caveman is this. So when you jump, it does this for you. Jump, it does this for you. Try to hit jump and triangle. That's auto caveman. And then the reason why I have that setting on for the auto pop is when you go over sidewalks, right? Let me show you. See, so that's pop height 0, okay? Pop height 0, you can't make that. So we go back to assist. I think it's underneath assist. Allowed fall height. Allowed fall height, right? Look at the trajectory. You're going from a down angle. You can land that. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna bust your ass. But realistically, I should be able to land it. And I don't know where I was at. I think it was over here. I'm gonna go back real quick, y'all. Point is, you should be able to land that, right? I should be able to land it, no problem. And rank 0 does that for you for your damn height. So wait, hold on, y'all, 1 second. So here's the pop height. Here's the auto pop. I'm not gonna press no buttons. My character jumps. This is just only for curves. Jump. It might work for this too. No, it doesn't. It's not curved. So auto curve pop. I have that on. Just because, you know, it's easy. I don't have to press the ollie button, and I like how smooth it looks, you know? I like it. So, I have that on. And that's under assist. Loud fall height. Right underneath that, minimum pop height. So, back to fall height. Let's go back to that area, right? Let's do that jump again. There's no reason for me. I feel like I personally should be able to make this. Right, that's a little high, but again, that's fine by me. That's because of the way I took off. But you're gonna take off more realistically, like, okay, whatever. It is a little high, but I don't care, right? You can make that on a level 2. Rank 1, you can make it, but you have to land better. Point is, that's fine for me. That doesn't take away the immersion for me, but it is a little high, you know? Let's go back, turn off settings. I'm just gonna go to settings, general. Turn that off. I like my game to look clean. I don't even want the previous name tag is off. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's go back to our camera. Let's go back to assist. We don't have anything else we need to speak about here. Okay, auto mantle while in air. So this is nice for climbing. Turn this all on. Turn that all on. Just copy my settings. Okay. I'm going back quick. Pause the damn video. Slow it down. Alright. Rewind spins, I have it on. Quick ollie, I have it on. So you can do quick ollies. Roll-ins on. So armor I can drop in. Anti-pumping, I have it off. I'm not going to go into the specifics about that, to be honest with you. But here's the camera settings. Get up, man. Whatever, I'll just go back here. Go back to camera settings. And here's your adjustment for the field of view. Y'all didn't know, if you're on your board, you can see it. If you're on 65, 120, I don't like it. 50, I don't like it. 65, cool. You feel me? Further away things will look on 120, closer to things will look. Let's just keep it on 120 for now. Off board, I have it on 115. You can control the pitch height, which is just how much it goes left, right, essentially. Advanced camera, see it here. And that's pretty much it. Let's try this wide, right? And this is why I don't really like it. It looks a little awkward to me. I just can't do nothing with it. I just can't do nothing with this camera here. Yeah, that's my speed tutorial. These are my settings I have. Look at that. This is why you want to play on. I'm gonna show you the difference between how I ride with that setting versus this setting. Right? Let's go back to my 8-65. Right? Whoops. Let's go back to the same spot. Watch me do the same trick, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I did it even better there. Obviously, I didn't grind. Point is the field of view affects your... I don't even know. I don't even know why I did it that way, y'all. I was trying to do... Never mind. I did it one time by accident. Let's see myself. But don't worry. I can grind this. Like, grind is not the problem. I was trying to do something. Trust me, I ain't bad at it, but I know things to be. That's it. But yeah, change your camera view, do stuff like that, and that you're not bad at the game, you know. But play the way you want. If you don't want to play realistic, you want to do flips and stuff, everything, right? I like to be able to just go like this sometimes, you know. Stuff like that. I can flip into a caveman. Now, is it realistic? Maybe not. Can some people probably do it in real life? For sure. But again, play the way you want. Stop letting people destroy your fun because you want to play like crazy trick lining, doing all this and popping up and doing 360s in the air and flips. Cool, do that, you know. Me, I do it by mistake. Sometimes I might do that, but I really don't do that. Mainly because I just don't really know how to, but that's besides the point. But yeah, y'all. Appreciate your time. Those are my settings. Change your settings. Hopefully you'll have some fun too. Later. One more quick thing, y'all. We didn't go over this. So, no complies. When you're skating, PS5, Xbox is going to be square on PS5. And it's going to be X on Xbox. So, no comply. Back foot, ollie. Back foot, ollie. Back foot, ollie. So, back foot is this. You switch. It's going to be me hitting square. Hold on, switch. Me hitting X. Ready? Back foot ollie, back foot ollie, back foot ollie, back foot ollie. And what's cool about that is, y'all, come on, bro, is you usually don't get hit by a bus. But you can do is, right, you can go into grinds with it. You know, I didn't go into a grind that way. I didn't get too well. The point is you can go into grinds with it too. flips. Like, you can go to grinds with it. I'm trying to find something I can grind real quick, y'all. But that's oops. Now I'm not even doing a no comply, but it's okay. But anyway, that's a no comply setting, and that's from trick toggles. And you want to turn on firecrackers too. Turn all these on. Hell tricks lets you do double kick flips. Ready? You see the difference? Watch this. Not a late flip, and then I'll show you a late flip. Right? Ready? This is a late flip. Boom. Right? That's in the tutorial, y'all. Firecracker one, and then toggle setting lets you go downstairs. While manually, actually, you know what? Because we have some stairs right here. These are not the type of stairs it'll work on. I'm trying to find y'all some stairs real quick. Okay, these stairs it should work on. I think. Yeah, I think it might work on these stairs. So this is a firecracker. Right here. I'm not pressing no buttons. Well, he's not doing it because these stairs are wide. But he would manual down the stairs basically. And that's a firecracker. I'll show you these stairs. I can do it manually. This is a firecracker. Right. So when you go down the stairs, you automatically go like this. Well, these aren't freaking stairs. Are these stairs? Come on, one of these gotta be freaking stairs. Okay, so you go down this. This is a firecracker. This is what happens when you do a firecracker. You just go down manual like that. So they do it automatically for you. That's a firecracker. All right, so this is that's a firecracker. That's a true proper firecracker. Now we're over. Those are the settings. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm done. I forgot to add that to it. So I'm adding this to the end. Now this is the proper goodbye.